Hi, welcome to Anime Bear and Cake, episode 11. This is season 2. Finally, we made it.
Yes.
As you can see, I have my, unlike the last episode, I have my lovely playoff beard shaved off, and hey.
Zoom in. Yeah, it's gone.
It is gone. At least I look better to go to school, but the thing is that, you know, I kind of miss that playoff beard.
Yeah.
Today we will be doing I will be discussing the Mark favorite childhood shows. Some of these shows are on NJN, some of these shows are on Cartoon Network, and some of these shows are on Nickelodeon. Now, we did part one. Part one is in the podcast.
Yeah, that's audio only.
Yes, audio only. And
again, I'm guessing a lot of these shows aren't even on anymore.
yeah, most of them, but you probably see reruns.
These are all 90s shows for kids, I guess.
Nah, we're gonna hurry up and well, I'm gonna try to get these shows quick. Okay, the first show we're gonna be doing is Arthur. Mark, Arthur came out maybe around, I think, 1998.
98? Yeah, that would be pretty accurate. It was one of those shows that came out from what was that station? Was it PBS or WHYY?
PBS. PBS.
Okay, it was one of those public shows. I guess it's PBS.
PBS Kids.
Public broadcasting station, Kids. If you live around the New Jersey or Philadelphia area, you would probably know what that is. They made a series of shows, not just that show. They made, Clifford, and all that other stuff. Yeah, it was a very early show. We didn't even know what those characters were. There was like Arthur. They had the song, and I say, hey, what a wonderful kind of day. And I actually really love that. They actually came out with a series of books, little kids books. You used to be able to go to the library and read them for free, and I love it. It was a very good show, good book, especially if you're a kid. They came out with some new episodes before. They actually did try to make them older with the Rugrats all grown up thing. You probably didn't see that.
I see it.
Yeah, but they tried to do that and try to do the dating thing, but it didn't really work out. Not for Arthur. That was too much of a kid show to be able to pull that off. But the books are still really good. So,
okay, next show we will be doing was a show. I think it kind of came out a year earlier, or maybe the similar year, and that show was called Wishbone.
Wishbone? Oh my God, that was it was live action, right?
I still remember at the library.
It was they had it was a live action show about a dog. Oh God, I didn't see too many episodes of it, but I have seen it.
Don't try. The problem I have about the show's good. It's just that if you try to buy a VHS tape or a DVD tape of it, you have to buy it with a fucking charity. Which means that if you were to buy a Wishbone, you'd have to buy it for $75 because they're gonna add charity. Right?
Yeah, no, it was very.
One episode could be $75 to $100.
Yeah, but you're not buying it because of that. You're buying it because of charity.
That's a lot of money.
That's what they thought. I think a lot of those charities failed because of that.
Why would you sell a tape for $100?
And they try to convince you that it's a good idea to pay $100 for a DVD set. I'm an anime fan. It's never a good idea to pay $100 for a goddamn DVD set.
But you remember though, right?
Yeah, I remember.
One VHS, one episode, $100. Unbelievable. The next show we're gonna do is my favorite show. This show started back in 1977. They brought it back, and that show was called Zoom.
Zoom. Oh my God, the girls in there was so hot before.
Oh man, everybody. All my brothers had a crush on one of the members. Like Mark had a crush on the freckle-faced girl.
Oh
Alice.
my God! If you were watching the Zoom in like the 90s, early 2000s time frame, come on, dog. Admit it. You wanted to bang one of those girls. I was probably 13, 14 years old. I was the same age as them when I started watching it. So It's basically like a science show. Science shows were huge back then.
Bill Nye?
Bill Nye, man. It was a lot of science shows. It was so weird. They used to bring in the DVDs at school. Yeah, we're gonna watch the science show. And yeah, when you go home, you get to watch Zoom. And it was these fun little experiments that they would do that normal kids could do without getting beaten by their parents, because that's also another really popular thing in the 90s.
Yeah,
yeah, getting the crap beaten out of you.
I really like Keiko, but I really didn't know what kind of ethnic background Keiko was. I couldn't tell if she was Vietnamese or...
She was just Asian. You watch Power Rangers, you know, they put the yellow on them. They're just Asian. It's like, it's not a particular type of Asian, because in the 90s, people think all Asians pretty much came from the same place. So,
I guess so.
Alright, Chris, halfway point.
Damn, already?
Like, doom, doom, doom.
We gotta make a part 2, but
we gotta burn. Yeah, we are good.
The next one we're gonna do is Powerpuff Girls. Started back when 1997.
Oh my God! Thank God! Thank you for touching on that, Chris.
You're welcome.
Way back in the day, internet video came out. You had to use Real Player 8 Basic to be able to watch it. It was streaming. It was a little 3-minute pilot called the Whoop Ass Girls. And yes, they actually used the word ass. And it's basically these girls, and they're going to go and beat stuff up with their superpowers. Except they were like kindergarten age girls. Probably about 2 months after that pilot came out, the show called the Powerpuff Girls came out, which basically played on the same theme. You know, 3 kindergarten age girls, you know, that was forged by, you know, how does the thing go again?
Sugar, spice, and everything.
Yeah, sugar, spice, and everything nice, plus some chemical X.
Accident.
Which was almost like LSD for kids. Yeah, chemical X. All right. And yeah, out comes the Powerpuff Girls, and you know they were crime fighting badasses, and the battles in those things were really great. It was like the American version of a Magical Girl show. That's the best way that I can put it, and it was really, really good. Really good. It was a huge hit for, you know, the global audience. So much so that they actually remade it. They made the anime version of the Powerpuff Girls,
Japanese,
probably 2 years ago in 2006, called the Powerpuff Girls Z. Ironically, it's actually going to be coming out here in America in Cartoon Network pretty soon. They actually got the license to it.
You're going to see a lot of hiragana, a lot of kanji.
Yes. Like, remember the Japanese episode in the Powerpuff Girls where they all went to Little Tokyo? Take that and make that into its own show, and that's basically it. But put better graphics in there. So yeah, they made the girls a lot older. I am actually going to be doing a review. I did a preview of it already. I'm going to do a review of it, so go check that out later on.
I said, remember you did a review on No Time Review.
I know. Yeah.
I'm going to skip a few, and we're going to go on to Hey Arnold, the guy with the football head.
Hey Arnold, come on. Hey Arnold! Hey Arnold was my hero. I mean, Chris, your thoughts?
Great show, man. But did Helga and Arnold really got together? Because I didn't watch the movie.
I didn't even finish the movie, but I have seen it. But yeah, I think they hooked up a couple of times, but Helga was always pushing him away. She likes him, but she can't admit it because she's too tough. Hey Arnold was like one of the best shows that was ever made, period. I mean, even most anime that was coming out at the time wasn't that well written. I mean, it was so great, it was so funny, and I think it was really the main difference between anime and American cartoons was that American cartoons were more about believability. They were more about touching on normal things that the average everyday American would touch on. It was more realistic, basically, whereas anime was more fantasy based, and that was always true. Hey Arnold dealt with things like pregnancy,